So calculation of sacrifice ratio, problem number 9, page number 33 in the question booklet. So it goes like this. Ravi and Shankar are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. They admit Shiva into partnership and gave him 1/6 share. Ravi and Shankar agree to share the remaining share. Underline this word, important. Ravi and Shankar are all partners, agreed to share the remaining share. Underline the word remaining share in the ratio of 3:2. Calculate the sacrifice ratio. So here, new ratio is not given. So new ratio has to be calculated. That is the first part of it. Then we have to go for sacrifice ratio. So the situation here is the different one. So we call that as case 3. When the old ratio of the old partners are given and the share of new partner is given, and also states the ratio in which the remaining share is shared by the old partners. This is the situation. Please understand carefully and try to analyze the problem given therein. So when the old ratio of old partners are given and the share of new partner is given, second part, and also states the ratio in which the remaining share is shared by the old partners. So there are three things therein. So page number 33, 34, sorry, and problem number 9. So here Ravi and Shankar are old partners. Their ratio is given as 2:1. This is the first part of it. See here, when the old ratio of old partners are given, so that is what is 2:1. They admit Shiva into partnership and gave him 1/6 share. You can see here, and the share of new partner is given. The new partner share is 1/6, that is given. Next, and also states the ratio in which the remaining share is shared by the old partners. So how do they share? I told the remaining, Ravi and Shankar agree to share the remaining share in the ratio of 3:2. So remaining share I told, that is the indicator, this method. So this is how the problem goes in. So here we have to go for calculation of new ratio because new ratio is not given, and the sacrifice ratio, second part of it. So here first we have to know how much is the total share of the firm. We have to first understand. Remember always, total share of the firm is always 1, or you can put it as is equal to 1. That means whether it is 3 people or 4 people or 10 people, the total share is 1. That's nothing but 100% karke, similar to that. Shiva share. Shiva is a new partner. Shiva into partnership and gave him 1/6 share. So Shiva's share is 1/6. Therefore, the remaining share is equal to 1 minus 1/6. So in 1, there are 6 shares, 6 parts. So total is 6 shares. So that means the entire total of share will be divided into 6 parts. Like you get a full cake. So that full cake is divided into 6 parts. It is like that. In 6 parts, 1 part is given to the new partner. So remaining there are 5 parts are there in 5 cakes are there in 5 parts of cakes that will be shared by other people in 3:2. So what is the remaining share now? 1 minus 1/6, that is 5/6. Very good. So this 5/6 we have to remember this part of it. So here we have to find new ratio, new profit sharing ratio is equal to agreed share multiplied by remaining share. So I can write 5/6 share to be shared among old partners in 3:2 ratio given in the problem. So please remember this. 1/6 share, Ravi and Shankar agreed to share the remaining share in the ratio of 3:2. First, I have found the remaining share, that is 5/6. That should be shared among old partners in 3:2 ratio, which is given in the problem. So now we have to go for calculation of the new profit sharing ratio before we proceed further. So new share of Ravi is equal to, so what is the agreed share? That is 3:2. So 3/5 for him multiplied by the remaining share 5/6. New share of Shankar is equal to, old share is, sorry, agreed share is 2/3, 2/5 into 5/6. So if agreed share is not there, they will be sharing in the old ratio itself. So now multiply numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. First, let us take Ravi. So numerator is 3 into 5, 15, divided by the denominator 5 into 6, 30. Next, for the Shankar, numerator is 2 into 5, 10, divided by denominator remains the same, 5 into 6, 30. So please understand now. So Ravi will be given 15 shares out of 30. Shankar will be given 10 shares out of 30. So now we know the new ratio and we know the old ratio. Now we can go for calculation of the sacrifice ratio. Sacrifice ratio, old formula. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old share minus new share. We can go for this working now. For Ravi, we'll go for share sacrificed by Ravi, that is equal to old share of Ravi. See the problem for your reference. Old share is 2:1. So old share is 2/3 minus new share, that is 15/30. So we have to go for the LCM like we have done earlier. So LCM, when you take, the denominator will be multiplied 3 into 30. That becomes 90. Then we have to go for further working. 90 divided by 3, 30 into 2. So 60 minus, next 90 divided by 30 into 15, it is 45. So when you simplify this, you will get 60 minus 15, 60 minus 45, 15, 15/90. You can simplify later. Next, sacrifice made by the next person, that is Shankar. So Shankar's old share is 1/3. Remember, the new share is 10/30. It is here, 10/30. So old share is 1/3. That is 2:1 was there. Now it is 10/30. So if you go for again the LCM, denominator multiply, that is 3 into 30. That is again 90. Let to go for the values now. 90 divided by 30, 90 divided by 3, that is 30 into 1, that will be 30. Next minus 90 divided by 30 is 3, 3 into 10, 30. You'll be wondering, sir, 30 minus 30 will be 0. Definitely yes. So 0 divided by 90. So in a way, he is not sacrificing anything. The Shankar is not sacrificing anything. So sacrifice made by only one person. sacrifice ratio is 15/90 and 0/90. That is 15:0. Or you can simplify it further and you can work further. If it is so 15 is common here. So you can, if you take it out, it is going to be a different one. So in that way, if you do, 15 is common. Sacrifice ratio will be 15 is common means 1/6 and 0/6. That is 1:0. This is also the way we can do, but we have to simplify this 15/90 with a common number and we have to work therein. 15 is a common one, so it becomes 1/6. So I'll go for calculation of new profit sharing ratio. So that again in the same question booklet. So here you have 6 marks questions, problems on calculation of NPSR. NPSR means new profit sharing ratio. New profit sharing ratio. Shortcut is given as that. So I'll go for the page number 32. Question here. Anil and Vishal, the first one, number 1, are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Sumit as a new partner for 1/5 share in the future profits of the firm. Calculate the new profit sharing ratio of Anil, Vishal and Sumit. So this is what the question is all about. So from this you can understand old partners profit share is given 3:2. New partners share is given in the problem, but we have to find a new profit sharing ratio. So here for that, when we go for this, so page 33, 32, problem number 1. Have a look at it. Problem number 1, page 32. So like in the previous problem, here also we have to assume the total share of the firm as 1. Always, that is a rule. Then Sumit share is 1/5. Therefore, the remaining share is 1 minus 1/5. That is equal to 4/5. Anybody have a doubt? Ask me. Very, very important. To be shared among old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So what is the old profit sharing ratio of them? 3:2. So the remaining profit should be shared among the old partners in the ratio 3:2. If nothing is given, that is the method you have to adopt. So formula, like in the previous one, new profit sharing ratio is equal to agreed share into remaining share. So we have to go for the new partners one. So here, new share of Anil is equal to agreed share 3/5 into remaining share 4/5. So multiply numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. So numerator 3 into 4, that is 12, divided by denominator 5 into 5, 25. Next, new share of Vishal is equal to agreed share 3/5 multiplied by remaining share 4/5. So again multiply numerator into
8
numerator.
by 25.
2 into 4, very good, 8/25. So we have got for two partners. So new share of Sumit also we can find out. They have given 1/5 share. So here we can understand the other way also, because the denominator here is 25. For him it is given as 1/5 share. So we can convert this 1/5, okay, to the present base. For that we have to see 5 to be converted into 25. That means 5 we have to multiply. So it becomes 5/25 is the share. Or we can do otherwise also. How we can do otherwise? For example, say total 25 is the share minus what is given to the new first partner Anil 12 minus 8, that is equal to 5. So that way also we can do. It becomes 5/25. So this is for your working. You can do this method also. So in this way, if you find the new ratio, new profit sharing ratio will be 12:8:5. So there is no common number among these three. So we have to leave it like this only. New profit sharing ratio will be 12:8:5. So this is the answer for this question.